right there. 6 months. 6 months. 6 months since my last piece of content. So I was like, okay, what are we going to do this different? How are we going to do this different? What are we going to change? Well, for one, I'm not going to sit and be static. I'm going to be moving around and walking around just to change it up a little bit in the space. But 6 months, man, why 6 months? Because I was still doing content, but I was doing content a little bit differently. And in this video, since we're back, we're going to talk about why content is the primary vehicle, but it's not only the primary vehicle. There's a specific way to think about content and a specific way to get it to go right. So we're going to talk about that. First video in 6 months. I missed you all, but we're coming back. We're coming back steady. Let's do this. Oh yeah, one more thing before we do that. Subscribe to my channel. Share it with your friends. Like this, you know what, this mofo stuff. And post in comments what you think. And we'll rock and roll from there. So we'll get into today's video. Bye-bye. You don't just make content to make content. You make content to claim market share, okay? Put that on a t-shirt, write it down, get a tattoo of it, inscribe it all the way in. See, over the last 6 months, the thing that I've been most interested in is observation. So I told you about a year ago, what I ended up doing was I stopped promoting on social media. Maybe about a year, no, it was 2 years ago now. We've been in this 2 years. 7-figure creative agency now. Wow, we did it. Got more to do. Content, back to what we were discussing. You don't make content just to make content. You make content to claim market share. And when you claim market share, okay, you're thinking about one thing. It's not about what the customer wants. It's not about what the customer wants. Hey, guess what? It's not about what the customer wants. Big shift. Every marketer, every branding guy, every person on planet Earth is going to tell you that it's about what the customer wants. And it's not about what the customer wants. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to be a little bit more tactical, okay? It's not about what the customer wants. It's what the customer thinks is already the best solution for them in the marketplace. So how do you, as a business owner, claim market share away from people if it's not about the customer? Well, competition. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying for you to sit and watch the competition. I'm not saying for you to change your entire space, what you do, how you create content, why you create content, to go after the competition. No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that content provides you an avenue with logic to change the perspective of what a customer or potential client, prospect already thinks is the best solution for them, regardless of the industry. Regardless of the industry. I don't care what space you're in. I don't care if you're in medical. I don't care if you're in insurance. I don't care if you're in real estate. I don't care if you're in marketing. It's what does that person, that individual that you're trying to get into your universe already think about as the main primary solution for their problem or situation. Now, marketing, obviously we solve problems. Obviously we need content. Obviously we need promotion. What we really need is to shift the perspective of the prospect, to shift the perspective of the client. Yes, content is the avenue to do that. So we don't want to talk about what the consumer should do. We don't want to talk about what the consumer ought to do. What we want to talk about is logic that shifts their viewpoint over to you. That's it. That's all we're trying to do. How do you shift the viewpoint from whoop over here to you? Because they're looking that way and you're over here, guys producing content, buying followers on Instagram, pretending that there's these hot shots, never run a business in their entire life. And people are like, oh, look at this guy, look at this guy. And you got everybody else who's actually ethical doing a good job over here waving at people like, hey, look at me, man. Look at me. We got good products. We got good services. So how do you pull attention over in your direction? Content is the answer. Content is the vehicle by which you change the perspective of a consumer of what they already know and believe to be the truest possible, realist, best solution. Realist isn't a word, but I made it up. So for them in the marketplace, and you use content to do that. Now, content over time will get you that result. Advertising dollars over time will get you that result. But what we're doing here is we're not focusing on the consumer. We're focusing on what the consumer already thinks is the right answer for them. And you do that by inspecting the competition. You inspect and you find those either really good points or you find those really weak points, and then you exploit that stuff through your content. See, most marketing agencies are going to tell you, yeah, we'll do it, we'll advertise for you. You know what? That's a major weak point, because a lot of people get injured when they do that. They spend all this money, they get all upset. My job as an ethical advertiser is to tell you that it's going to take time, it's going to take money, it's going to take content, it's going to take delivery. See, but what I do is a little bit different. I skirt the edges because I'm skimming off the edges, and then I skim off. It's like an onion, you just keep kind of cutting it in, and I start claiming market share all the way back so that I can group it in. 7-figure creative agency within the first year and a half. Who does that? I don't know many people that do that. I don't know. See, but the point of the matter is, though, is that content is the primary vehicle, and we're shifting the viewpoint, we're shifting that viewpoint of a customer through logic, okay? Through just showing up, through just doing that. Now, I'll get into other videos. We'll have more. We're going to have more coming out all the time. But one thing you also need to think about is just the action, okay? The action of actually marketing, the action of creating content is senior to anything else. So if you've wanted to make advertising work, if you've wanted to make your brand work, if you wanted to try to make things go right, if you wanted to try and you haven't done it and you don't know what you need to say, the action is more important than anything else. So for the past 6 months, I just posted a picture of myself smiling. I'm like, hey, ha, yeah, oh, hey, smiles. Check this out. Look at this. Didn't even talk about advertising. Business exploded 40%. Why? Because I was just projecting an image of happiness. I was happy. I am happy, right? But I don't want to get into that competitive entrepreneurial world, right? I'm shifting the perspective slowly over time. I know that perspective is shifting. See, but most people won't do this. They don't want to put in the time. See, content changes perspective over time. And if you're not willing to do that, then don't even advertise. Don't build the brand. I'm telling you exactly what has to be done right now. All you're trying to do is claim market share. You create content to claim market share. You create content to claim space. Just testing you. You claim market share with content. All right? So I hope this video helps you. First video in a long time. Been a while. I hope you missed me. I missed you. Do me a solid. Subscribe to this channel. Share this channel with your friends. Share this channel with people that actually need to know about this stuff. We're going to do things a little bit different, a little more dynamically. I don't know what's going on there, but it just happened. That's the point. Subscribe, comment, like, share, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the video today. Listen, I got a couple things I want to share with you. If you want help with promotion and marketing training on how to build a brand, transform your brand, you can go to sysloventures.com/secrets revealed. It's a 200 course program online that gives you everything from starting with nothing all the way up to taking you to advertising. And whatever questions you might have, it's very simple, very short, very effective, get you going. Number 2, if you need any help with anything digital, video production, web design, graphic design, maybe you need printers, maybe you need flyers, maybe you need graphics, social media posting, Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, LinkedIn posting, Twitter posting, video production, consulting, training, any of those items, we can help you with that. You can just go to sysloventures.com, sign up there, go to the branding page, check out the webinar that I have, take a look at all that. And then lastly, if you're a high-end corporate client, one that's spending north of $60,000 a month in advertising spend, you can go to syslospice.com and we have special corporate enterprise pricing for you just over there and everything digital, all right? So if you need anything, all the links are below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.